This is a podcast called 25 Whistles, talking football, and they all wear a whistle. Yeah, it's stupid, but what did you expect? It's a podcast called 25 Whistles. 25 Whistles.
Hello! 25 Whistles presented by DraftKings Fantasy Sports. Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with the code BobbySports, because lots more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details. Hello, boy.
You ready?
Yeah, blow it. Okay, a couple things I want to mention. First of all, on a personal note, congratulations, Kevin, on the Patriots sucking to the end.
We got one more week, though.
I know, but
we're not there yet.
Yeah, but
Come on.
you'll lose this week.
Yeah, but
I think
we need the Commanders to lose, too.
They'll lose.
So you can have, what, 4? You already got 4. 3 or 4. You're going to be in the top tier quarterback.
2. I want 2.
2 won't even matter. You want 3, maybe. As long as you can be one of the top 4, because you know somebody's going to take Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, and this is where I get a little iffy. I don't know. So say if we fall to 4, do we take Harrison Jr. and then another quarterback maybe?
There's some decent quarterbacks later around.
You know?
Like Penix will probably go, they're saying second round, but like maybe goes up to late first. But this is a pretty heavy quarterback-y draft. But, I trust me and me watching just a few minutes of it more than the coaches have spent hours and hours watching tape.
I agree. Yeah.
So, but yeah, congrats. I do want to talk to Kevin before we get going, because Kevin went to the Alabama-Michigan game.
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
And so he's like, we're going to try to go. And what was the initial plan?
The initial plan is we bought tailgating tickets. You buy a ticket, parking pass to get in on
Really?
the golf course.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought you just drove up and partied.
No, yeah. So you have to buy tickets.
What does
to
that
get
cost?
It was $50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So $50 per vehicle. We loaded up my buddy's truck, drove in, parked, got there early, great time, 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going. And then boom, we're going to walk around, try to look for tickets. We're looking online. And we looked for, I don't know, we had 5 hours until game time. Kept looking. Went to the line in the front an hour and a half before the game time. And turns out it was a popular game.
So there were tickets. There were tickets, but nobody was selling them cheaply.
$1,200 or $1,100 was the cheapest we had.
That's crazy.
So
A piece.
This is what I'm gonna say, and I don't do this often, so it's not like this is my MO. I'm not like Eddie.
Well,
I was on a flight and I tried to buy you tickets to that game,
Oh,
and I thought I submitted it, but the Wi-Fi was so bad it wouldn't go through.
Right.
And I was on the flight for another hour and a half. And when I finally landed, I didn't have any confirmation. And I'm like, well, I guess that didn't go through. And then I forgot.
Holidays.
It's the thought, man.
No, it was after that. Because I was just talking. So I tried to buy you and your buddy tickets, but they weren't that expensive. They were like $700 for 2.
wow.
And they weren't great seats, but I thought
We didn't care.
I know. And then I was like, with fees, it's almost $1,000. I did try, and I know trying doesn't matter because who cares? But I did try to buy you tickets. Dang. And then I forgot about it.
Well, since we're talking about it, I thought about buying you and your buddy tickets.
See?
But no, I really did. And I felt bad for you. And I looked online, but what happened was I was out in the country, and so the reception was bad out there and the internet was bad.
I have my screenshot of it if you want to see it.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I'm
that I
coming
did,
over.
but I tried to screenshot everything. It was $1,019. And I placed, and I had the screen, and I tried as hard as I could to buy you guys those tickets.
I can show you where I Googled it.
No, this is a screenshot. It has a date on it, Eddie.
Okay.
I don't do this. You do this.
I did Google, like, how can I get Kevin tickets to the game?
Here's what it
Day
was.
of.
Google.
No, here's what it was. Verifiable resale tickets, $430 times 2. This was $860. Service fee, $73. And I thought I bought them because I even went to checkout. It just didn't do it through the plane. So I hate when people go, well, this is what I would have done. I tried.
Dang.
I did try. I'm sorry you couldn't get in because it was an awesome game. But you didn't get in.
I appreciate it. No, and you want to know what made it even worse? So my sister drove us down there, hung out with us during the tailgate, and then waited in the truck, and she was just going to take off. We were going to Uber home after the game. Ended up didn't get in. She was still hanging out, so she drove us back, right? So we walked back to the truck about halfway through the first quarter, and this family comes walking up right by us with like passes on. And we're like, where are you guys going? Were you in the game? They're like, yeah. We were in there, but it was just too hot. So we left.
Oh, my God.
No!
Oh, my God.
Too hot. It was 75 degrees and beautiful. And this family of like 5.
So the sun was beating down on a bunch of rich people, and they didn't.
They
like
left.
Spoiled brats.
Halfway through the first quarter, just to rub it in our face. They walked right
They
by
didn't do
us.
it just
It
to rub it
wasn't
in your
about
face.
you.
Yes, they did.
But it was
I
rubbed
think
in
they
your
did.
face. That
Somebody
sucks.
sent them to us.
So did you ask them, like, do you still have tickets?
Yeah,
Can I
well,
have-
we were like, hey, can we take those? They're like, yeah, but they scanned them when we walked out and said no re-entry.
That's brutal, man.
So we still took one lanyard
To
just
try
to
it?
have.
Oh, okay.
No, just to have for fun.
I would have tried it.
That was such a good game, though. Did you watch it in the car? Or did you watch it like?
Yeah,
tailgate?
we'd watched in the car, and then we made it to a bar by right before halftime, and then watched the rest of the game
boy.
there. Yeah.
I lost my future on it. That's okay though. Another story is Reid.
Easy. It's easy. That's all I gotta say.
He was loaded. He didn't even know I was coming to him. He was
He's ready.
loaded.
It's easy.
Reid is our head content guy on this show. He shoots the videos, edits the videos, travels with me everywhere.
Does
just
a great
about.
job.
It's my dude. He's like a child in that he's always so sincere and kind, and
Thanks, man.
a lot of times he's soft spoken. His
Yeah.
face looks like that of a 14-year-old,
Yeah.
but he's in his 20s.
Be patient.
Kind of weird.
It's hard to not like Reid.
Well, thanks, man.
Sometimes what you don't like about him is he won't speak up for himself.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
So, and a guy was going to kill him once,
Yeah.
and Reid pulled over on the side of the road to talk to the guy, and the guy was going to kill him, and Reid's like, "Just be patient, man. Just
The guy's like, what did you yell at me? He said, be patient.
patient.
I said, be
be
patient.
patient." So, Reid lives right, I guess, because every time we go and do something and he gambles, he freaking wins. Meaning, first time you got on DraftKings, I don't even know how much you win.
I did a $200 bet and won $2,500. So that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
There was another one. We went to Vegas, and did you win money in Vegas?
Yeah, the craps table.
Yeah. I think I walked away plus 500 or 600. for
Okay,
Vegas.
first time you ever played craps. What about when we go to Tulsa and I'm doing my show there and you
Oh,
came?
yeah, that time nobody was in there, and I sat down at a slot machine, put in like $25, hit it a couple times, and the third one I won $700 and just cashed it out. I was like, all right. All right.
So I get a picture from Reid because I am from near Hot Springs, Arkansas, and that's where you guys went, right?
Yeah, we went to Oakland.
Oaklawn, which used to be just horse racing. Now there's like casino and racing. And so how far was that drive for you?
It was like 25 minutes. It wasn't bad. I actually
That's all? From where?
from Benton.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
it wasn't bad at all. And so,
You're from Benton?
And Benton is between Hot Springs and Little Rock.
yeah.
I go through Benton all the time. Yeah.
And so it was on the 30th, and I actually woke up and did not feel good that day. And me and my best friend Stone, who practically lives with me when I'm at home, he was with me, and we were like, man, we just need to do something. It's our last day. We're both leaving tomorrow. I'm like, why don't we drive up to Oakland for like a couple hours and just see what happens? I was like, okay, all right. So we drove up there, and I was like, I'm just going to bring in a $100 bill. That's all I'm doing. So we walked in there. He had never played craps before, so I go to the craps table, and I was like, I'll show you how to play. Like, there's really not many people here.
Because you're a pro.
Exactly. I was like, I know the simple stuff, so that's what I'm just
You'd only
gonna
played
do.
it once before.
That's true. He did learn, but he learned it. We sat and he learned it.
Yeah.
He sat and I try to teach him what I know, which isn't everything, but yeah.
And so I took those techniques. I put in $100, which only amounted to 4 $25 chips.
That's how math works, yeah.
Yep. And so I just,
You're surprised by that?
yeah, man.
You
it was
thought it'd be
crazy.
more?
I thought I'd have like at least 8 chips.
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're disappointed.
So I'm like, this is baby stack? What is this? So I put a $25 chip down onto the pass line, rocked that for a couple times, got my money back there, and I was like, okay, now I'm going to get cute. I'm going to start putting money on like, 6 and 8. So I started putting like $25, $30 on 6 and 8. That started hitting. And it just kept going. And at one point, like I started adding more onto like 8, and I had like $70 on 8, and it hit 5 times in a row.
Can't have
Wow.
$70 on 8, but around
Or maybe
70
it was
bucks, like $72.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a unit of 6.
Well, you just throw them the chips and they'll give you back what you don't.
Yeah, that's why I don't know what I was doing. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
Like
want
a unit.
this-
It's a unit of 6, but yes, go.
Ah.
Yes.
yeah. And it hit like 5 times in a row.
Dang.
And I was like, this is insane. And poor Stone, man, he was next to me. And
Poor Stone.
dude, he got in there, and twice he rolled 7s in a row. He went around, and
Why didn't you just
Both times.
ride with the winning cowboy though?
I know, man.
Should have just rode with you.
I know.
Kind of on him.
So how much did you end up winning?
So I wasn't counting the money, which was great because I was going to get in my head about it. I
Right.
was like, I'm just going to let this stack grow. And it was literally like a foot long, man. It's awesome. But anyway,
There's time for counting when the dealing's done.
I've heard that before. right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So then we were guessing, and we were like, it's probably about $700-800, and he's like, cash out $1,360. I was like,
Oh,
oh
my
my god,
That's
this is
amazing.
amazing. This is so good.
I got to get Reid like a charm or a necklace or something that says GLC.
Mm-hmm.
GLC. Just.
Good luck charm.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Like,
I would have never gotten there. Never.
You said just as your first word. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. You would have never gotten there.
You could have given me hours. I would have gotten there.
Because he's the good luck charm,
He
man.
really
I did
is.
tip the dealer though.
How much?
That's nice.
A grand?
25.
That's heavy. Good for you.
Really good.
And some people don't even think to do that.
Yeah.
So that's fine. You deserve it, man.
Thank you.
Could have got a
dude.
Rose Bowl ticket with that, dude.
I could have sent you some money for those
Yeah,
tickets,
he
man.
could have. He could have.
You work hard. You're a good
Thanks.
dude.
Thank you.
Good for you.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm so easily addicted to it because I win so much. I actually haven't.
That's what happens, man.
But I'm telling, this is not what happens, Eddie. It's
I know.
not because you like.
No, but it's like golf, like you play like a
but you hit
terrible
one,
round.
You hit one good shot in golf and do it again.
That's
He's
right.
hit like every.
know.
He's crushed. It's like he hits 3 holes in one on
Like-
his first.
And this sounds conceited, but like I don't remember the last time I went into a casino and didn't come up, like didn't leave
With money.
Up
But you are also 24, so you're.
Dude, when I was 24, I can remember it many times.
No, well, that's true. That's true.
Many times.
And my favorite is when he just plays craps for like a couple hours. He's like, man, this game's easy.
Well, he's like, when does this get harder?
I know.
And it's like, no.
It doesn't. Like, to
What's
him.
happening is not normal. Because we were all hitting, but we were only hitting because GLC was with us.
That's right, baby. Don't forget it.
GLC.
Mr. GLC.
Yeah. Was that the new year or no? Did you say that or no? I'm just saying. Is that the 2023 the GLC?
No, I think it's the end of last year, right?
Yeah, it was on the.
Because like
30th.
last year with the parlays last year, we were on a hot streak. And then this year
That's just the end of the year.
humbled us a little bit.
Well, hold on. Last year humbled us. But
2022.
2022, I
Oh.
crushed.
Yeah.
2023, I was terrible.
Yeah.
But GLC always wins.
That's right. I mean, 2022 is when I won the 2,500. 2023, I hit the 700.
All right, now you're just showing off, dude.
Did you and Stone have a good last day together?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, we played a lot of 2K, and
I played Reid on our.
it was a disaster.
Our league.
I honestly thought I was going to do way better than I did.
What
And,
happened?
I crushed him.
Yeah.
He's better.
You know what he did say?
He's definitely better than he used to be, but I crushed him. Yeah.
I probably shouldn't tell you this, but he said, man, I'm no good at 2K. Why can't we just do like Call of Duty or something?
No, that's okay. I mean, I
Just
think
a
most
little bit
people,
of Call
but
of
it's the
Duty,
only
you know?
thing that I just play sports games. I play those 2 games and that's it.
But then I did tell him that we used to play Call of Duty and then we would just do knives only.
Yeah,
That was
then it
fun.
got boring to us.
Those were fun.
We'd run around and do hand combat only, and just
Oh, yeah.
stabbing.
Yes.
We'd hide in the corner and try to stab someone.
That was awesome.
But we
Jumping
would-
around.
We also wouldn't play with other people. We just played like us.
It's just us, like 4 of us.
4 of us stabbing only.
Private match, yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Well, I texted Eddie a couple times. Then I tried to call him. We talked about it on our version of this. We did. Couldn't really get a hold of him because he was.
It's in the middle of nowhere, man.
That's when you had to try to buy him those tickets.
Yeah, and that's like I tried to Google how to buy tickets for a friend
Oh,
in
you couldn't
California.
even Google. Like I
Couldn't
actually
even-
got there.
No, man, I tried though. I thought about it, and I thought about getting better seats than what you try to get.
Did you know? I looked because when I was talking to you and you said you couldn't get in, I looked to see if I could buy tickets during the game. Like if they were still selling them, they lock it online during the game, which I did not know because I was also going to be like, I bet these go way down. I bet I can buy them cheap now. And I remembered and couldn't even do it then because they were like, game has started, no more tickets, even the resale.
You know what's crazy? So we stood in that line because they were like, we're going to release more tickets once the game starts. People who didn't, whatever, will call and claim them. And the scalpers out front, there's this huge line that we waited in line for over 2 hours for. Huge line. And the scalpers out front would bully people and get in that line and cut people and go up to the front and buy tickets.
As many as they could.
Yeah, because you could do 2 at a time, 2 each person. So they buy tickets, then come right back out of that line and try to sell them on the street. And people started getting pissed. It almost got ugly. Cops had to come there, make sure nothing happened.
Wow.
It was crazy.
And I wish I was there. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was fun.
And it's a great game. I didn't like that Michigan beat Alabama, but it's a great game. Who cares? I like that Michigan's in the championship. Just don't like that it's over Alabama.
Yeah.
Because I think the Michigan scandal's hilarious. It's not even I mean, it's the stupidest reason to be in trouble, but you should be in trouble because you got caught. Just don't get caught. Everybody else is doing it and not getting caught. Did you see where that one like video company that keeps a lot of the team's videos, one of the schools logged into it, like figured out to log in and could access anybody's files?
Oh, no.
And so they didn't really hack it, but they were into places they shouldn't have been. Hilarious.
Did you see Stallions was there? Mm-hmm. That's funny.
He's smiling like on Instagram.
I know. Like front row.
Of course. That guy's like high on the hog, man. You know, Jim Harbaugh is like, it's like when Stanley, like, he pees in the floor, right? And
I like where this is going.
Yeah, where's this
Stanley
going?
like pees in the floor or something, and my wife's like, we can't let him pee in the floor, and he's in trouble, but he's still under the table. I'm still giving him scraps. Like, you're still my boy. You're still my boy. You know, Stallion's is getting that from Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Like, he peed in the floor, but like he's still throwing them turkey legs down there. You know what I mean?
Did the camera zoom in on him? I never saw him.
No, not on TV.
okay.
Winovich, who played DN there a few years back, he posted a picture of him with him.
Yeah, and Stallion's knew he was being like he knew he was.
Oh, he was
fine.
smiling at the camera
He's
and
like,
everything. Yeah, he's
"Hey."
like, happy to be here.
Hey, speaking of people on the sidelines, McConaughey's got to chill, right? Like
It's much for us because we see it all the time because we're very associated with the Texas program.
but it's not even him on the sideline. It's him by the bench talking to players
That's
during
a
the
lot.
game.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, I would never want to do that. Mike, what do you think? You're a Longhorn fan. I think you're the only real true Longhorn fan here. So
I think it's awesome. He's like the mascot, keeping the morale up. That's
Yeah,
what he's there for.
But the mascot's not talking to a receiver that just dropped a ball. Like, being
Like-
hey,
like
hey,
the
man.
mascot's not Matthew McConaughey.
I know, but Matthew McConaughey's Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Yeah, like what does he know? So you don't care as a Longhorn fan?
No, I like it.
Like John Daly will be on the Razorback sidelines, but he's not going up to players like giving them pep talks.
I've never had a problem with McConaughey standing there
Yeah,
and
yeah.
waving to the camera, whatever. That's great. But when he's talking to players, as soon as they get off the field, telling them, "Hey, man, don't forget about. Hey, it's all right. We all drop balls sometimes. We all drop balls."
And maybe there's a relationship that we don't know about, but yes, it does seem a bit much.
Have you heard him talk? Have you heard his advice? Wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, I read his book. It's actually pretty good.
That
really
motivated me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
green lights.
Green light.
Didn't he make up a part of that
I was
though?
going through the Amazon.
Probably. There's a story in there where he like battles. He goes into like a village.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know that he did. Maybe I've heard people
I think
speculate.
people say that it's
Okay.
there's no way it's real.
It's his
Great.
truth.
It's a great story, though.
You want to tell it?
You want? Oh, you want? I mean, it's his story though. Should we just get him on?
As
to
long
tell
as
it?
you don't say it's not your story.
Okay.
Don't tell it as your own.
Yeah, he goes some village and they offer him to spend the night or whatever, but his ticket to spend the night with the villagers is to fight their strongest guy ever. And it's this big villager who like bites McConaughey, and
no
I don't
way
want
that's-
to spoil it, but
There's no way that's real.
he stays the night. Green lights.
In a dirt pit.
Green lights.
There's no way.
I'd put that in a book. I mean,
Okay.
Oh,
Because he's not a big guy.
No, he's a little dude.
No.
Yeah, we met him. It's not always been a nice guy, by the way, to me.
Nah, I asked him for a picture at a concert once. He said, "Nah, man."
No.
oh,
I said, "How about in 5 minutes?" "Nah, man."
Why?
I guess there's just a lot of people around,
That makes sense, though.
but we all knew he was there.
Yeah, but once you open that gate, everybody else is gonna start asking.
Right.
Like sometimes you'll ask me for a picture. And
Sure.
I'll be like, why? It's just us in the house, dude.
I wait for it's just you and me
I
alone.
know, and then I'm like, why? Well, glad everybody's here. Let's get to the tittle tattle.
It's time for the stupidest name ever. It's the Tittle Tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
All right, I know you love the Michigan scandal, but does the irony of the Pac-12 potentially winning their first CFP championship, that title, that storyline interest you?
Nah,
Not at all.
it did early in the year when a lot of those teams were competing for it. And we're like, it's the Big 12, or excuse me, the Pac-12's greatest year ever, and they're folding. I do think there'll be another Pac-12 because there are just too many. By the way, though, it's going to be like a two-team Pac-12 next year. Like
Only 2 teams left. Pac-2.
Yeah, but they get to still be that conference at least for one more year, right? Who is it? Oregon State or
Is it Washington State and
maybe whomever? Please look that up for me. But I think there'll be another Big 12 once it's like 2 or 3 whole conferences, and the Pac-12 will be like a section of the Big 10,
Oh man.
where it's the Big 10 instead of like the no divisions. You'll have conferences within or divisions within the conference, and there's the Pac-12 conference because now there are 32 teams in the Big 10, that type of thing.
And Notre Dame still is in no conference. They're,
Not football, they're still independent. So, and BYU was, but now BYU is Big 12. But BYU couldn't make the money, didn't have the brand that Notre Dame had to be able to get their own deals. I mean, it's hard to be independent, but Notre Dame's not independent in other sports.
So what are they in basketball?
Big
The
10?
Big 10?
Yeah, I believe they're Big
That makes
10.
sense. They're in that area.
Yeah. What schools?
it is Oregon State and Washington State, and they'll be playing the Mountain West next year.
They are now. That's official. They're not playing their own conference.
Yeah, a football scheduling program or scheduling agreement.
But are they
sorry.
playing them? Or are they in the conference?
No, they're just playing them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're still the Pac-2 12.
The Pac-2.
But they're playing.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff's going to shake out. Like I said, we need absolute mayhem to get order back in.
They were Pac-10 at some point, right? Why does that sound familiar?
I think they were Pac-8 at one point.
Yeah. They're Pac-12 was only not even 20 years ago.
The Big Ten has been the Big 8. You know, it's that situation. I mean,
Yeah.
the SEC used to be just SE.
SE.
No C, you know?
Yeah. The Southeast.
So, no, I don't. That storyline to me is not interesting. What's interesting is if Michigan wins it, it's hilarious. They cheated. They really cheated. It's a dumb reason to. It obviously worked because you look at the numbers of the players and the spreads and McCarthy and pre and post Connor Stallions. Like, listen, their games ain't going near as good as they were before they were able to advance scout these teams in the way they were doing it. But other teams are probably doing it too, right? But I'm just saying, don't get caught. If you're stupid enough to get caught, you're stupid enough to have to serve the penalty.
If they do win, do you asterisk this win?
I don't care enough to because they are really good. And
Because we're not going to remember in 10
and I
years
like Jim
that they
Harbaugh.
cheated.
Maybe. Oh, my Uber Eats order is calling.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. It's my wife.
Oh, okay. We
Not
can
as important.
Put it away.
Not as important. Not as
delete
important.
this, Reid.
No, yeah. I'll call her back in just a minute. I'm interested to see if, like, DeBoer is like the greatest coach in the history of mankind ever in the past 5 years. He just is everything. Everywhere he's won. Look at his story. Look at him and his offensive coordinator, who was like went to work with him as an offensive line coach, who didn't have a job. He was like living in his buddy's basement. It was a GA. I mean, their whole story being together that long, him turning down that money to go to Alabama to be the offensive coordinator. He makes like $2 million a year at Washington. Like Kellen DeBoer, right? That's how you say his name?
Yeah, DeBoer. Yeah.
DeBoer. I never say it with a lot of
Confidence?
yeah, because I don't.
Yeah.
If I just kind of, I can always act like I didn't know.
Coach D.
Yeah. So, but that dude's awesome. He'll be the next coach at Ohio State, Alabama. Although I think Lane Kiffin's holding out for Alabama.
He doesn't look like much. I mean, he doesn't like, I guess.
I know we all can't look like you, buddy.
Well, no.
What
What I'm
does that
saying,
mean,
what I'm
dude?
saying is like
Why are you taking a shot at him?
when they interview Saban,
He's
you're
not
like,
even 50.
I understand, but like when you interview Saban, it's like, all right, this dude's like,
He doesn't look like much.
he's a head coach. Like this
What
guy.
if someone's like heard you on this podcast and were like, I really have great expectations. But, man, that Eddie guy sounds kind of funny. Like a nice guy to be. What the?
No,
Yeah,
I
that
think
guy-
people do say that about me, but I'm just, you know what I mean. Like there are coaches that like, hey man, that looks like a coach. He doesn't look like a coach. He's young, kind of looks a little.
Looks like a coach to me.
yeah.
Guy,
but, you
guy in a
know,
hoodie. Looks like an average dude.
Yeah, right.
When they interview him, he's kind of like,
Because he doesn't look like an ex-player.
what?
Because he doesn't look like an ex-player.
He just doesn't look like a college head coach though. That like screams, you're one of the best.
What would you put him in profession-wise by looking at him?
A trainer, maybe like runs a gym or something. Gym administrator,
That's pretty close.
Oh, not
isn't
even a
it?
trainer at gym administrator.
like he owns it. He's not super ripped.
Got it. Okay. Is he ripped at all?
No, I think he's got a little belly.
Yeah, I do
doesn't
too.
he?
I guess
You guys looked at his belly.
I mean, if you can tell through a hoodie, then
Yeah.
you know. Then
I
Do
look,
you
at, I look
guys-
at my belly all the time.
Do you look at guys though and think like, oh, that's pretty ripped, or no, that guy's
Absolutely, I do.
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
You don't?
But not in a way where like I want to have sex with them, or at least not most. So it's like,
At most.
Okay.
thanks, Reid. But yeah, because I'm like, I try to keep myself in shape, and there are times where certain parts of my body I'm not as happy with or proud of, and I can like respect if somebody puts in the work. That's what it is.
Because I've always thought I look like Ricky Fowler. You know, like just a little softer on the edges, but not too bad looking.
You look nothing like Ricky Fowler.
That's what my wife said.
Like you look nothing like him.
She says no. My wife says I look better than Ricky Fowler, but I've always thought like
Maybe your face a little. You don't look like Ricky Fowler.
I'm
Your
not
body's
talking
not.
about our faces.
Oh,
I'm
your body
talking-
looks nothing like Ricky Fowler.
Isn't he white?
Am I better?
Move on. Number 2, Kevin.
Okay, after 2 great games in the semifinals, do you think the committee were the biggest winners of the weekend?
Yeah, because no one's talking about that anymore. Not even that Florida State didn't get screwed. They got screwed. I'm glad they got screwed because they would have gotten demolished. They didn't even get screwed because that was the rules, but you feel screwed if you're a Florida State fan because you went undefeated in a Power 5 conference.
Yep.
But That's showbiz, and that was in the rules, so they didn't get screwed as in something that shouldn't have happened to them. It just shouldn't have happened to them, but it did. But we're not talking about it anymore because, well, Georgia killed them, but they played fourth stringers the whole time. And I feel bad for Florida State fans because you could always be like, we could have. You can't anymore, but it's not fair that you can't because you didn't have any players. So, and then the Alabama game was so good, and Alabama was the team, obviously, that went in as the number 4. It went to overtime. So the game was so good that you're not upset that Alabama got in because the game was so good. And you're not really that upset because Florida State didn't get in because they got run by Georgia, which really shouldn't be an indicator. So I think, yes, they're happy, not that they're being celebrated, but that they're not just being pounced on. Because once they get out of this year, like you're fighting for teams 13 and 14, that's not near as an intensive a fight as it is for 5.
Well, imagine if Liberty got in this year.
Yeah, that's tough.
That would've been
justice
bad.
for Liberty, but you guys didn't listen to me.
That's tough. Just Liberty got beat 100.
Yeah, they were undefeated though, man.
I hear you.
And they'll be in the 12 team.
But they weren't in a Power 5 conference, bro.
Right. But in the 12 team, they'll be in.
They would be in, yeah.
100%.
And it'll be. That was not good. I bet Liberty like plus 14 at one point because I was like, oh, for sure. Because they were running pretty good early.
Yeah,
I watched that
first
with Oregon.
Quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I bet,
They knew it.
like right when I pushed the button, Liberty, Done. Dead.
Yes.
So I do think that the College Football Playoff Committee, I thought it before, I think it now, and I think a lot of people aren't thinking about it at all, which is a win. I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
I think Georgia probably, though, if we're just looking at teams who deserved by their skill level, but who are you going to put them over? Because not Washington, maybe Texas.
Texas, that would have been the only one.
Yeah, that'd have been Georgia over Texas. I could have even seen that before they lost this game.
Did you see the Michigan defensive lineman in the end zone after the game? Said, "Oh, we were surprised the Seminoles didn't get in. We weren't worried about Alabama."
I did not.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Easy to say that after a game.
Yeah, I'm like, you just took you to overtime.
Easy to say that after a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Eddie saying he's going to get you tickets. I have proof.
Or that he looks like Ricky Fowler.
That's
Not my face, my body.
No, but that's the thing that doesn't look like him the most.
He's more chubs than I am. I got you.
Next up.
Okay, to the NFL with a late surge and taking the Browns to the playoff. Do you think Joe Flacco deserves to be in the comeback player of the year conversation?
Conversation for sure, but he can't win because DeMar Hamlin almost died.
Oh, yeah.
But he hasn't really played.
He's not back, though.
Guys, he's alive.
Well, that's the ultimate back.
He came back, and did he come back to the NFL and play a couple games?
Did he play?
I know one for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't know about any other.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So he wins.
That's a hell of a comeback.
Yes. Now, I don't. If I were voting, I wouldn't vote him. He's going to win easily just because you can't not give it to him. He almost died.
But to be fair, I thought Flacco was done.
You thought he was dead too?
I was going to say dead, but more done than dead.
Career
Hey,
dead?
Mike,
Yeah.
will you make sure that Tim knows my food is coming?
You got it.
Thank you. I think Flacco is probably like the real player of the year, meaning where that award should go to somebody who didn't play well or at all and then got a lot better. Not someone who died and then came back to life. But
That gives that award a whole new meaning.
I know, man. It's like the Jesus Award.
The resurrection.
Yes, the Resurrection Award. So DeMar Hamlin will win it. I think it's Flacco probably. If DeMar Hamlin didn't almost die, I think Flacco wins it. It's an awesome story.
It's great.
And I think my boy Baker probably is in there too. Great season.
But he wasn't done. But yeah, I see the comeback. I see the comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Panthers didn't work. Rams didn't
Sure.
work. Panthers didn't work. He's all over the place. I think Gardner Minshew's a pretty good story.
Yeah.
Down, I guess,
That's
up
fun.
in Indy,
He never goes away.
which is pretty cool.
I know, huh?
He
And
just
Shoemania keeps coming back.
shows up.
Did you see the Max Crosby clips going around with him?
Hey, little boy.
That was so funny.
Hey, little A boy.
Yeah,
Is that what he's calling
Lil A
him?
boy,
Lil
yeah.
A. They saying the A word.
Yeah. And Gardner's on the sideline like, dude, he's so
like,
angry.
He's like, why is he angry? They're making me angry. He keeps calling me a little A boy.
It'd be like Reid on the sideline. That's what it reminded me of.
I just told him, be
Patient, man.
patient, Max Crosby. Hey, did you see the clips?
I never saw it.
It's
That's
so
funny, though.
funny.
Crosby's like a dude, man.
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
If he played on a better team,
Yeah, he's a beast.
I'd be scared of him.
dang. Okay, next.
Last one. Which win and your end game are you most excited about this weekend? You got the Texans at Indy, Bills at Dolphins, Bucks at Panthers, or Packers versus the Bears?
I'm excited to see the Panthers win and get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get in where?
The club after the game.
Yeah, that's
Their
about
season's
it.
over. So you're saying not all these games are both teams winning to get in. It's not
Correct.
like, but every one of these games has a team playing to get in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Texans and Indy. The Texans can still get in?
Yeah, if they win.
Is Indy's already in?
So they're playing for the AFC South title.
So that one is a sudden
yeah,
death.
Yeah.
And there's only one team going from the AFC South.
Dang.
Yeah, or if Jacksonville loses, there's all kinds of
Yeah, I
scenarios.
know, dude.
That's what I was going to say.
But if the Texans win,
It's whomever wins does
yeah,
get in.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm rooting for Indianapolis. I don't know. No, we'll see which game but I'm rooting for Indianapolis on that one.
Gardner.
Yeah, Minshew Mania.
Yeah, I like that. I like the guy that was a backup, the guy that was, because he also transferred, didn't get to play, portaled at college. Like, I like that.
Has kept the stash the whole time.
I like what the Texans have done, CJ Stroud, but they have so much to go on next. And what do they do with Gardner next year? Anthony Richardson's back.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They got to sit him. That's what he always does. That's what always happens to Gardner.
Yeah. So that's a fun game. I don't really care that much about it, but I root for Indy in that game. Bills and Dolphins. This game it's this one because the Bills either go in as the 2 or they don't go in at all.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hilarious.
And they've won how many straight? 4?
And the Dolphins, they got run by the Bills last time. They went up to Buffalo and got run. They got run last week. People are hurt. Tua is like half injured. Tyreek's house burned down.
Yeah. Waddle, I think, is hurt.
Waddle's got an ankle injury.
They lost their linebacker.
Tore his ACL.
Chubb.
Yeah, out for the rest of the year.
That's a big one.
So it's a big game for the Dolphins too.
Chubb.
Yeah.
Their defensive.
Oh,
guy.
Bradley Chubb. I'm thinking of Nick Chubb. Sorry.
Nick Chubb blew it out.
I was like, that was way earlier.
Chubb was early.
Yeah.
That game
Two
to me
Chubbs.
is probably the one that is the most interesting because I think both teams kind of need it. The Bills for sure need it. The Dolphins are in anyway. So they're not playing to get in the playoffs. If I don't have it in front of me, but that's right?
I think that's
Yeah,
correct.
they're in. Yeah.
So that game to me, I'm going to put that at about I'm going to put Texas and Indy at a 4 on the 1 to 10 scale of interest. Bills and Dolphins at a 7. Bucks and Panthers are fun. It's fun because
You're a big Baker guy.
it's a big Baker show.
Sure.
Panthers have already clinched the worst record, so the Bears already get the number 1 pick.
Is that a clinch?
It is because they've won 2 games, and I think the next one's 4 games.
Wow.
So the Panthers are just out playing with house money. The Panthers could really win this game. I think the Panthers win the game.
I think it's hilarious when a team like that ruins.
Like
The other
last
team's
year,
future.
Detroit
Yeah, the
and
Lions.
Green Bay.
I love that.
Yeah. But the Saints are needing to win in the Bucks loss. So I'm going to put that one at Bucks and Panthers. I still think CJ Stroud's going to be good, but I'm going to put that at about a 5. So we got Texans at 4, Bills and Dolphins at 7, Bucks and Panthers at 5. Packers and Bears very interesting to me. And maybe I'm the most interested in this game for 2, not because of the playoff implications, but 1, the playoff implications are part of it because Jordan Love has
Packers.
really played well. Packers can win, they can get in the playoffs. But here's the Bears. They're going to get the number 1 pick. You got the crowd yelling, Justin Fields, Justin Fields. We want Fields. He's been playing pretty freaking good, and he's the quarterback. And do you trade him to, I don't know, Atlanta, and then draft Caleb Williams? Some people are saying they keep. I don't think there's any way they can keep him.
I know.
Not when you have it. And I like Justin Fields, and I think he's good, and I think he's getting a lot better. But here's the thing. Everybody just wants to keep their job. And if Caleb Williams is that good and Caleb Williams ends up being a bust, it's not your fault Caleb Williams is a bust.
Yeah.
It's Caleb Williams' fault. So you're not going to get fired because Caleb Williams sucked. And he's on a rookie deal. That starts the rookie deal over, so you can put more players around him. But if the Bears win again and Justin Fields plays really well and they keep their rival out of the playoffs, that's tough. That's going to be tougher for them to move off of him, which they're going to have to do anyway.
But you'd almost, if you're going to do that either way, you want him to play good again, right? Because that trade value goes up even more.
I think he's there. I think people know now that
Just sit him then. Just throw it all off.
Yeah, but it's the freaking Packers,
I know.
man. I think Atlanta would be a good place for him to go, though. They need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, they haven't had a quarterback
Since Matt Ryan.
under this whole coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's this guy's name?
Riddler.
Riddler.
Oh, the quarterback. I thought you
Yeah.
meant the coach.
No, the
I was
quarterback.
gonna say, the coach's dad's the one who started FedEx, billionaire.
Brown. No.
Arthur
You're thinking,
Smith?
what can Brown? Yeah, Arthur Smith. Yeah.
Oh,
You're thinking, what can
Arthur
Brown do for you?
What's his brother's name?
His dad.
Oh, his
started FedEx.
Really?
Oh my God! If this, I may be
I didn't know
crazy.
that, dude.
No, I might be crazy. Then, if you guys are reacting like that, I could be crazy.
I've never heard that.
Look up Arthur Smith's dad.
Frederick
Smith
Smith.
was born in Memphis. Well,
Yeah,
his
founder
father.
of FedEx.
Dang.
Billionaire.
I'm gonna save that for trivia night.
Billionaires. I questioned myself when you guys were like, "What? Yeah, he's a billionaire. Arthur's a billionaire. His dad's a billionaire."
Never heard that.
Worth $5.7 billion.
Woo, it's a lot of money.
All right, close it up. Tittle tattle.
The stupidest name ever. It's the Tittle Tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
25 Whistles presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app and use the code BobbySports to get in the action. I'm going to my GLC, and I'm going to pick the games, but I'm rubbing his cod piece right now for
All
luck.
right. Cool, man.
Okay.
Rub, all right.
Your good luck charm.
My good luck charm. I'm
You're rubbing his cod piece.
What is that?
What is that? Is that?
Google it up.
No, Kevin, Google it. I'm not Googling that.
Why me?
Is that like a jockstrap?
God piece.
Read what a cod piece is by definition, Kevin, if you don't mind.
Because a cod is a fish.
Codpiece is a triangular piece that attached to the front of a men's nose, covering the fly. What?
Hose, not nose.
Oh, hose. Covering the,
Good catch,
the
Mike.
fly. I know. Thanks, Mike. It may be held in place by ties or buttons.
No.
No?
Do a different. Is there another definition of cod piece?
That's not what you meant.
I'm just seeing like,
Look on
not for
Urban
dogs?
Dictionary.
I'm seeing dogs and I'm seeing.
Wait a minute, the medieval- medieval.
Medieval. It's medieval. That's it.
whoa,
It's exactly what it is.
Is that like a chastity belt?
No.
I see pictures.
So imagine medieval night
Okay, I'm picturing it.
and the underwear part of it, but it's outside. But that little section that covers your ding dong.
Yeah, it looks like a cup.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like that. It's like covers.
Oh,
It's like
nice.
cup in battle.
So Reid has one on right now.
Yeah, and I'm rubbing
You're
it for good
gonna
luck.
All right.
Got it.
So here's the parlay this week. We're doing it. We're starting 2024.
Come on.
In
Let's go.
style.
Let's go.
We got Colts +1.
Okay,
We don't like that?
No,
You like,
it's
you
good.
like the Texans?
it's good. Write that down.
I got Colts. Screw it. Colts money line. I don't even need the point.
Oh.
Yeah.
He feels
that's what I
crazy.
like.
Okay. What are you making it up now?
I have
Or is this something-
I have 6 games that I was thinking with it because I'm just picking the games that have the quarterbacks that are playing.
Okay.
'Cause it's almost like picking all-star baseball.
And it's like a bowl game.
yeah. So I'm going Colts money line, Packers money line,
Okay.
Bills money line. And all 3 of those games are pretty close. They're all within like 3 points of
Over
the
the
spread.
Dolphins. Okay.
How do you feel about that, GLC? Let me get my hand off your
I
cod
feel
piece.
great.
Thank you. But how does this feel when I'm touching your cod piece?
I didn't know about it at first, but it's pretty good now. Yeah.
But you know, when you said the Colts, Reid was like, "Oh yeah, good one, good game." Like, why did you say that?
The Colts?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It was quiet in here. I mean, I feel like they needed
I like that. Thank you.
ambience.
Thank you. Reid. Thank you. Some ambient sound. If you want to take the 25 Whistles parlay, check out DraftKings Sportsbook. New users use the code BobbySports when you download the app. 21 and up in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Games this weekend, some matter, some don't. Some, only one side matters. Meaning, some teams want to lose. Some teams don't care that this. I would just want to go be done. Like if
Yeah.
I were done, if I were like a 6-win team, or even a 2-win, who cares? Because it's not really affecting you, because you're not in management. I would just be ready for the season to be over, so I could go on vacation and just rest for a while.
Or do you play hard and have fun? Like, what do you go in
You
like?
play
being like,
hard,
"Hey,
but you don't have fun.
no having fun.
You're ready for a break, man. You've been
Yeah.
working. It's like this job. It's a fun job, but if you've been doing it for 13 hours one day, just have fun, man. Do a little more podcasts. Have fun. You're like, yeah, it's a fun job, but I'm tired. I've been doing it all day, and it's like a Friday, you know?
But sometimes when it's the end of the last day of the year, you're like, yeah, it's great. Like a party, pizza, Kool-Aid.
Well, that's week 18.
Yeah. There
That's
you go.
week 18 right there. Steelers
Last day of school.
-4 at the Ravens. So a lot of these games for me, I'm not even going to try to bet because
It's gonna be hard.
it's like, who knows if they are playing, how long they're going to play. I'm a big don't get injured guy more than I am don't get rusty guy. Because you have a chance to win if you're rusty.
Yes.
You don't if you don't have your players.
Yeah.
And we've seen too many people get hurt. So Steelers -4 at the Ravens. I mean, I guess Steelers.
Yeah, I got Huntley playing.
Huntley start. Yeah, I think he's gonna be the quarterback. You don't put. The fact that Lamar hasn't been hurt, the fact that Tua hasn't had another concussion, there are a lot of these things that we just assumed would happen because that's what's always happened. The fact that last year and most of this year, McCaffrey stayed injury-free.
Yeah.
Wild. That dude was hurt every year in Carolina. And he's hurt now. And he's not going to play this week, but luckily it's week 18, so who cares? But
Saquon completed the season.
always hurt. 2 years in a row, 2 contract years, he makes it through. See, sums up. 2 contract years. Like they only gave him the 1-year deal. It's basically the franchise tag, except with a little money sprinkled on it with Saquon. So, okay, Steelers -4, Ravens. Let's just not do spread. Let's just do who wins.
All right, straight up.
Steelers, Ravens.
Ravens.
Steelers.
Steelers.
I'm going to go Ravens.
Texans, Colts. I picked the Colts already. Who wins that one, boys?
Yeah. Parlay Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to go Colts.
Yeah, you made a noise with the Colts.
Jaguars and Titans. Now, this game only affects one team.
Jaguars.
They gotta win.
They have to win. They've really, as my stepdad would say, the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to win, and they will win.
And the Titans want to lose. There's no reason. I say Titans like the management. I'm not saying that Vrabel wants to lose. He probably wants to go out, put his men out there. Everybody plays great.
But is coach not management?
He is, but Vrabel's not management.
Yeah, just because he's a different
I feel
kind
like
of
he's
dude.
like that dude because he was a player.
Yeah.
And I think the players want, but you can. It's tough. Okay, Vrabel's going to be here next year, obviously, in Tennessee.
Hopefully in New England. Yeah.
You think he'll be a Patriot?
I would-
Would you want him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Going
I
home?
think Belichick's staying.
It's getting ugly. Reports coming out.
What are they saying?
They're saying it's getting ugly.
And,
What else?
when it comes out, it says that.
yeah. It says it's getting ugly.
Jaguars got to win. Titans need to lose for a better draft pick.
Yeah.
So Jags should win that. Bucks and Panthers. I think the Panthers could actually surprise them. I think this is the Kool-Aid party Eddie was talking about.
Yeah, let's have fun.
Like
okay.
for the Panthers, I think this is the Kool-Aid party because this coach is done. He's the interim. So he's probably like, Kool-Aid and pizza slices. That's my last job anyway.
Somebody brought cupcakes?
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm a big Baker guy, big Baker Mayfield
Big
guy.
time.
Tampa's got to win.
Tampa has to win. But I think the Panthers win this one. You heard me say it.
I'm with you on that. Carolina.
It's a Kool-Aid party, man.
Yeah, man, we're having
what
fun.
I mean? Bengals and Browns is interesting. Browns don't need to play anybody. Flacco's not playing. So he's going to go take a nap. I wouldn't even have him come to the game. I wouldn't have him come to the game. I just have him
seriously.
stay home, man. You need the rest. Bengals -7. Bengals should win that game. They will probably win more than -7. That's a big number. That's why I bring it up. But I think the Bengals probably run that. Falcons and Saints is interesting because you got people fighting for the playoff life here. If Bucks lose, is it the winner of this game? Because there's some tiebreakers that go in.
There's
But
all kinds of stuff.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
But if Bucks lose, the Saints still have a shot to get in. Is my point. I only know that because we bet on them.
It's the only reason.
Jets and Patriots. The Patriots are the favorite. They better not win. I know it's a rivalry game. I hear you. So how do you feel?
This is where I'm torn because they've beat them 15 times in a row, I want to say. And I want to keep that going so bad. But I also want to keep the top
Don't you
pick.
want a quarterback more than you want whatever this little boner is you have over the Jets?
That's tough, man.
It is little.
That's tough. Whoa.
Tiny.
What?
Tiny boner.
You heard him.
Bears and Packers. I think this is a Kool-Aid game.
Yeah.
Eberflus is not leaving, I don't think. I think Justin Fields is still trying to prove what's up. They're probably going to draft Caleb Williams with that number 1 pick. But the fans are screaming for Justin Fields. And even if they know the Bears aren't keeping him, I would play as hard as I freaking could to stick it in their face so I could go and have a good time in Atlanta. And like the fans love me in Chicago and Atlanta. So I think the Bears end up beating the Packers and keeping the Packers out of it.
The Packers have to win this to go in the playoffs?
Yeah.
There's a lot
For
of
the most part?
Yes.
For
for
That's one of the
most part.
factors.
Yes. The biggest factor is they have to win.
Yeah.
If they lose, they're not in.
Man.
Who you got?
Packers.
I'm going to go Packers.
Reid, do you know anything about it?
No, I know it's in Green Bay. And
That's
the
good.
temperature is going to be like 36
How do
degrees.
you know that?
Rod was talking about it.
Oh,
He's a big Packers fan.
Oh, yeah, he's a Packers
funny.
guy.
Cowboys and Commanders.
Cowboys.
Cowboys still need to win. They're
We,
playing.
we want to win this
They're
game.
playing with purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to win the division, right?
Correct. They win this
They
game.
paid their taxes.
Taxes have been paid. It's time. There's no. It's not time to party yet.
Taxes. No, it is almost time to party because you've already paid your taxes.
Right, but you pay your taxes, you're like, I can breathe now, but let's not party.
Okay, breathe but not party.
Correct.
Got it. Rams and 49ers.
Ooh, I say Rams win that one.
49ers will not be as motivated.
And Stafford's not playing.
Okay, I say
Yeah,
Niners win that
They're
one.
not playing that. Yeah, they're not playing anybody.
Chargers and Chiefs. Because the Rams are already
You're
in.
right. They're not
Yeah.
even playing that
The
running back.
Rams are already,
Yeah, Kyron Williams not playing. Yeah,
Rams are already in. So are the 49ers.
yeah.
Wait, so hold up. So is this kind of like a preseason game where a bunch of like second stringers are playing?
Yeah. Because you don't want
Rams
anybody-
win it.
Maybe, unless the second stringers of the 49ers really finally have their shot.
Watch Sam Darnold just light him up.
Sam Darnold's probably the best backup.
Yeah.
Probably.
would think
Gardner's
so.
not a backup anymore.
Not anymore. He's a starter. Who's a backup now? Cooper
Oh,
Rush,
no more.
dude. Cooper Rush. Don't sleep on him.
Okay.
Boy, how about that? You talk about almost Linsanity. That's Cooper Rush. Last year when Dak was hurt. And then
he
nobody gives a
shined.
crap anymore.
Nah, he's done.
Chiefs and Chargers? Nobody from the Chiefs is playing. Chargers probably win that one.
Probably Chargers.
Seahawks and Cardinals?
Oof. Seahawks.
I hate to say it. I think the Cardinals probably win that one. You did see where they're keeping Kyler Murray. Like they're like, we're rolling with Murray,
Mm-hmm.
which was not the sentiment when the season started.
Right.
He's good. He's good. Yeah. He looks like a child running around out there.
Tiny.
Really. Is he the smallest looking quarterback? And is it because of the jerseys or uniforms or how? Because there are a couple small guys,
Yeah.
not compared to us. They're bigger than us. Maybe not height wise. I'm probably taller than Kyler.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
Bryce
like,
Young, he's
but he's like
small.
But who looks smallest to you? Because I think Kyler looks smaller than Bryce.
Yeah, I think Kyler does look smaller, and maybe it's just because he's just a little compact guy.
Yeah. I
Maybe
think-
because he runs around a lot too. Like
Yeah. And his throwing motion, like he doesn't really like lift it up.
Broncos and Raiders are the game that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, Raiders. That coach.
Last game for him probably.
Raiders, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
Little A boy.
I don't know if they hire him.
I hope they do.
I do too, but now some people are suggesting Harbaugh would rather go there.
Ooh.
This is what the reports are saying?
Well, it just came out.
Oh, man.
That's what came out. Yeah. And Bills and Dolphins. Like this is probably the game of the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah.
Bills and Dolphins, game of the week. Who wins?
Bills.
Do it. The Dolphins.
It'd be hilarious if the Dolphins won.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. Like, the
Hilarious.
Bills had to win every single game. They're on that road. This is where it stops.
I'm going with the Dolphins too because it'd be so
Yes.
funny.
I'd love it.
It would be funny.
Because the Bills will either be the number 2 seed or not in at all.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you get to be the prom queen, or you are not invited to prom at all. You don't even get to drive to campus.
So
Yeah.
drastic.
yes. So yeah, it's cool. That's a fun weekend. It's a fun weekend for a couple games, but overall, you just want to get from week 18 to week 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because week 1's awesome. Wild card weekend's awesome.
Super wild card.
Football on Saturday,
Super.
football on Sunday.
It's still wild.
Super.
It's just an added 2 seed that used to get a bye that now plays a game.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the only difference, right? Because all the same teams.
Yeah.
The first votes are in for NBA All-Star. All the fan votes. Who do you think's number 1, Eddie?
Number 1, Giannis.
Correct.
Nice.
That'd be my number 1.
Number 2, fan vote.
Joel Embiid.
He's at 3. Pretty good, though.
That would be number 2.
Only 2 people got over 2 million fan votes. Giannis and this person is it.
Okay.
Wemby?
Joke. I'd go Denver. What's his name? Big
No,
dude.
Jokic is at
Jokic.
6.
Luca?
Luka is at 7.
Oh, man. Who am I missing? Am I missing it? What? Is he a Celtic?
No, it's just a. Okay.
What am I missing here? Durant?
Kevin Durant's at 4.
I'm all around it.
So you have Giannis at 1,
All around it.
Joel Embiid at 3, Durant at 4, Jokic at 6, Luka at 7.
I feel like an idiot. Who am I missing?
You still have like 4 to try to get. Do you see the list, Kevin? You know the list?
Yeah.
Okay, don't say it.
Would you have known then if you would have?
Yeah.
You would have known?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reid.
Wemby?
LeBron?
LeBron.
There.
Ah, that dude.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of LeBron.
He's playing great. He picks and chooses when he plays, but it's okay. Like he still plays decent defense. He's older, but I watch a decent amount of NBA.
League Pass.
Yeah,
I got it
What
too.
do I call it?
Ticket.
Sunday Ticket.
Yeah.
NBA,
Although it's every
League
day.
ticket.
NBA Sunday Ticket. Yeah, I watch Bowl play.
Although what's weird is we don't where we're at. They don't show us Memphis or Atlanta,
Yeah, we're kind of blocked out of 2 of them.
so I can't see.
Luckily
and
for
my,
me, I don't really care about either one of them.
Well, I get it. Yeah.
I watch a lot of Thunder.
Ja is playing though, right?
Uh huh.
I'm going to a game. My wife bought tickets. She surprised the whole family.
The Grizz?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Orlando.
Nice.
That's a fun one too because Orlando, they're young and they're going to be really good.
They got some dudes.
Orlando is probably what we thought Oklahoma City was going to be, but Oklahoma City's better than what we
Dude,
thought
they're
they were going to be.
awesome. They're
Like,
so good.
They're so young. I think they drafted back in the day. I was watching this video about Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, and how Harden was, coming off the bench 6 man. I think he was 6 man of the year when they were in Oklahoma City, and they just didn't have. There's not enough ball for 3 superstars when they're that young. So they drafted too well, and one of them had to go. And you hope that doesn't happen in Oklahoma City. It's not 2 to 3 now. It's like they have 4 between California, Jalen Williams, awesome wing.
Yeah. It's funny you have to separate them like that.
Yeah. Well, I do
The two
especially.
Jalens.
Yeah. But my friend Jalen plays too. Like
Yeah.
he actually gets some stats. Between
Shea.
the rookie of the year, Shea's a top 3 player
Absolutely.
in the NBA, which is crazy to say. He's a top 3 to 5 player in the NBA right now, no doubt. He's so good. But Wemby's not going to be the rookie of the year.
I don't think so.
Chet's going to be. But Chet has a better cast around him, obviously.
Dude, he can block.
But he looks. Mature is not the. He looks composed, and not as goofy at times. Like Wemby's going to be awesome. You see it sometimes when these guys try to block Wemby shot when he's like, layup, they're breaking the whatever, and he holds the ball up over his head.
Oh, yeah.
Like just him holding it there, they can't get to it.
It's like him playing mini hoop.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like someone's like coming up behind him, maybe try to block him. He just lifts it up so they can't get to it. And he
Dude,
puts a layup in.
The other night, he tried to do a layup from the free throw line because he had ran out of steps. And he almost made the layup. He missed it. It hit the backboard, came back to him, and he alley-ooped it. It's like, and he didn't like jump in the air to do that. He literally just took a step to do that.
So tall, so long. Just didn't have anybody with him.
no.
They're going to be real bad. They are real
They
bad.
need a point
Really
guard.
bad.
But this next draft class is not that great. So, Eddie, you got Giannis, LeBron, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum's at 5. Who I met?
Tatum.
I met Jason Tatum.
Golfing. Mm-hmm. I know. I saw that video. I think you put it on your story or something, or
Wait,
post or
when did you
something.
meet him?
I forgot about that.
Reed's like, there's Jason Tatum. I'm going to turn around. He's walking by. I go, hey, Jason Tatum. He goes, yeah, what's up? I said, you're Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all.
Jason Tatum, everybody.
I love that you called him by his first and last
and
name,
then
too.
he was like, that.
Did he golf? Did he swing a
Yeah,
club?
he played.
How
in
did
the
he
tournament.
look?
Oh, we didn't play with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you didn't see him like in the range or anything.
Didn't even know he was there till Reed goes, Jason Tatum. And I went, Jason Tatum.
Abnormally tall?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because he's not. He's probably, what, 6'2", 6'3"?
He's got to be taller than that.
No, he's like
6'5",
6'5".
6'6".
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Interesting.
I guess I just knew it was Jason Tatum. So I knew he was going to be tall.
So you expected that.
But I don't remember going, God dang, he's way bigger than I thought.
Because when we saw Pau Gasol, I mean, it's
Oh,
like,
my God. He
that's
was
an
swinging the
animal.
golf club. He's 7 foot tall.
When I saw Giannis, I didn't even know it was Giannis, and I'm like, that guy is gigantic, whoever that is.
I thought that was the biggest soccer player I'd ever seen.
Yeah, me too. Because he was wearing a soccer jersey. He was wearing soccer uniform around 4 other guys that had soccer stuff on.
We
So-
tell you this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're flying into the airport, and he was just there. And my wife out was like, "You see, was that Giannis?" I was like, "No, they're soccer players."
Yeah. Just a very tall
She
soccer
was like,
player.
"The 7 foot one."
He's the best goalie in the world.
Steph at 8, Tyrese Halliburton at 9, which he's
Oh, dude, he's going
he's
off.
top 5 this year. Can't put him overall top 5 in the league, but he's going crazy. Anthony Davis at 10. Speaking of Tyrese Halliburton, we're going to watch him on Monday night.
Let's go.
We're going to watch the Pacers
Can't
and
wait.
Celtics. And if the Pacers are putting us in seats and giving us tickets, you can't root for the Celtics.
I know.
You can not root, but you can't root for the Celtics when someone else has you in their house.
I already had this conversation with them.
With who? The Pacers?
Yeah. Yeah, we already talked about it, guys. Don't worry.
Why
We're
would
good.
you
Why
talk
would
to
you
him
have
about
that
that?
conversation?
We're good because
Why would you even bring it up? You just be
Right.
like, thank you, and we appreciate
I
it.
did.
The
What is
end.
wrong? You
And
could
then
have
at the
ruined this
end-
whole
Why
thing.
would you say
at the
that?
end, I had to just say, hey, full disclosure here.
No, you don't have
No,
to
you don't
say
have to
that.
anything.
Yeah. I don't?
No.
I did.
No, you just be
Idiot.
grateful that you got it.
I am.
No, but then you don't
Yeah,
go.
yeah, she knows
you
that.
also don't go, I'm not a fan of your team.
Oh, I didn't say that.
But you did whenever you said you're a Celtics fan.
But I said I will be rooting for the Pacers that night.
That's such a...
You could have ruined it for us.
That or maybe it has been a little bit, and some of this extra special we were gonna do, we don't get.
Oh my God.
Was he worried they were going to find out or something? Like, I need to admit this.
Yeah, like, why would you even volunteer that information? You could just go and have a good time and just be like, "This has been awesome." They're not gonna put you under the lie detector. All right, hey, strap them up. Do you love the Pacers? Do you love the Celtics more? He's lying.
Yeah.
You know
we
what?
can't have any chances around
I just
here.
thought about this.
Jason Tatum.
He has Celtics tattoos.
Yeah.
But where?
Someone was going to see.
Who cares?
Someone was going to come up.
You think people evaluate your tattoos? The only one we make fun of is the one on your calf
No.
that has
No.
a
Compass.
compass.
Yes.
And when you hit a golf ball the wrong direction, we're like, just follow the compass, man.
It went north, Kevin.
We're good, guys. Don't worry. Me and the connection there, we're friends, so we're good.
So we're going on Monday to watch them and the Celtics play, and I'm super excited. And I'm doing something before the game, like starting the IndyCar or something.
Yeah.
Which that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do Too Much Access there Tuesday morning.
Unbelievable. This would be so cool. That is legitimately too much access.
And one of their coaches is gonna run us through like the draft combine stuff.
Yeah, see, that's all cute with college, but like NBA,
It's even funnier.
it's like they're gonna put us through this like the ringer.
That's awesome. Yeah, right. Heard us. It's awesome. Because
Wow.
That's what we wanted. I mean, it's all fun, you know.
Yeah,
We're very excited about it, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be
We're very
awesome.
excited. Okay, that's it. Let me do this for a second. Talk about DraftKings. All right, before we go, so there was a list, all the starting quarterbacks. And Kevin, I've kept this from you
Okay.
because I wanted you to be a part of it. Kevin's usually I send him notes and stuff, and hey, would you mind putting this on the clipboard? So these are every starting quarterback in the NFL this season. There have been 66 of them.
Wow,
Dang.
that's crazy.
So, and they're listed as the most valuable all the way down.
Okay.
However, here's what we're going to do. Let's see who can last the longest without missing one.
Oh, an endurance test.
Between Eddie, I tell you what, Eddie and Reid can versus Kevin.
God.
I like it. We can do this, Reid.
And thank you for not being insulted, Eddie.
No, we can do this.
So you two can be a team. And then, let me get my pen here. You two can be a team, and let's see how many quarterbacks this season, starters, that you can get. All right, and we're going to let Eddie and Reid go first. And then if you miss one period, we'll let Kevin go first. And if you miss one period, you're out. There's no other person's got to get it.
All right.
It puts it on Kevin a little harder. Go ahead.
No, okay.
Go ahead.
I just guessed names. That's what we're doing here.
You don't guess, you know.
You,
Start-
Oh,
you know
okay.
the starting quarterbacks.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes.
You want me to go?
That is correct. Well,
That was a tough game, dude.
that's fun though. We should do that again with somebody.
Yeah.
That's a good fun game for me and time killer and everything.
That's a lot of that's
All
a
the
lot
above.
of
That's
people,
great.
man.
We'll go. It's my wife's birthday, so I gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
Take her to lunch.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys, man.
Go Arkansas
Let's
playing
get
Auburn
this.
first SEC game.
Well, that'd be fun.
I don't know. I hope the Patriots lose. And for you,
Thank you.
I know you're torn because to you it's more important to keep that weird division streak over the Jets than to get a good quarterback. But hey, Kevin, you do you.
Yeah, I
buddy.
know. I will.
Yeah.
I will.
All right, have a good weekend, everybody. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Whistle.
Whistle! Whistle!